they did it again. After everything John Cena has sacrificed, after 16 world championships, after 2 decades of carrying this company on his back through its darkest hours, the WWE gave him a send-off at Madison Square Garden that felt more like a middle finger than a farewell. And I'm not the only one who saw it. The internet is erupting right now, and for good reason. What we witnessed on the 17th of November 2025 wasn't just disappointing, it was an absolute travesty that proves WWE has learned nothing about respecting their legends. Before we get into the complete breakdown of this disaster, tell me this in the comments: do you think WWE intentionally sabotaged Cena's final Raw, or are they really just this clueless? Let me set the scene for those who somehow missed this catastrophe. John Cena announced his retirement tour, and naturally, one of the stops would be Raw at Madison Square Garden, the most iconic arena in sports entertainment history. This is where Bruno Sammartino became a legend, where Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon tore the house down, where Stone Cold Steve Austin cemented his legacy. This should have been monumental. Instead, what we got was a watered-down, rushed segment that felt like it was thrown together during a commercial break. The show opens, and there's barely any acknowledgement that John Cena is in the building. No special video package to start the show. No dramatic entrance with the lights dimmed and the crowd anticipating something special. Just business as usual, like it's any other Monday night. Are you kidding me right now? This is a man who has granted over 650 Make-A-Wish wishes, more than any other person in history. This is someone who showed up every single week, through injuries, through exhaustion, through fan backlash, and never complained. And this is how you treat his final appearance on Raw? When Cena finally makes his entrance, and I use that term loosely, the crowd absolutely erupts. Say what you want about John Cena, but Madison Square Garden showed him the respect that WWE creative clearly couldn't be bothered to show. That "Let's go Cena" chants were deafening. Grown men were in tears. Kids were holding up their Cena signs like their hero was going off to war. The people understood the assignment. The WWE? Not so much. Here's where it gets worse. Cena gets on the microphone, and you can see the emotion in his eyes. This man is trying to soak in every moment, trying to thank the fans who have supported him through the peaks and valleys of his career. And what does WWE do? They give him 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Let that sink in. They've given more time to segments about R-Truth losing his keys or whatever comedy bit they are running that week. Roman Reigns gets 20-minute opening promos to stare at the crowd. But John Cena's final Raw? 8 minutes and then cut to commercial. Now, some of you in the comments are probably already typing, but he's coming back for other shows. Missing the point entirely. This was his last Raw. Raw was Cena's home for the majority of his career. This is the show where he became the prototype and evolved into the Doctor of Thugonomics. This is where he had legendary battles with Edge, Randy Orton, Centimeter Punk, and countless others. This deserved its own moment, its own significance. You don't blend it into the regular show like it's just another segment between commercial breaks for overpriced energy drinks and mobile games. Quick question for the real ones in the comments: what was your favorite John Cena moment on Raw? Drop it below because we need to remind WWE what they are losing. But wait, it gets even more insulting. During Cena's heartfelt speech, where he's literally thanking the fans and getting emotional about Madison Square Garden, WWE decides this is the perfect time to plug their upcoming pay-per-view. I'm not making this up. Picture in picture, John Cena is bearing his soul, and there's a graphic in the corner advertising Survivor Series like they are scared people might forget it exists if they don't shove it down our throats every 3 seconds. The audacity is absolutely staggering. And then comes the surprise confrontation. I'm going to be vague here because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched yet, but let me just say this: the person they chose to interrupt Cena's moment made 0 sense from a storytelling perspective. 0. This wasn't a passing of the torch moment. This wasn't a dream match tease. This was WWE throwing darts at a board and going with whatever name they hit. There was no emotional weight, no historical significance, no reason for us to care. It felt like they picked someone at random just so they could say, "See, we gave him a segment with another wrestler." The wrestling community is divided right now, and I want to know where you stand. Comment below: was this the worst legend send-off in WWE history, or are we overreacting? Let's compare this to how other legends were treated in their final moments. When The Undertaker had his final farewell, WWE dedicated an entire episode to his career. Tributes from multiple generations of wrestlers. Video packages that span decades. A moment of reverence that captured what he meant to the industry. Ric Flair's final match, while technically not in WWE, was treated like the passing of royalty. Even when Stone Cold Steve Austin came back for his one more match, they built an entire WrestleMania storyline around it with the respect and gravitas it deserved. But John Cena, the man who carried this company through the ruthless aggression era and beyond, 8 minutes and a picture-in-picture ad, that's what he got. And here's what really grinds my gears about this whole situation: Cena never asked for special treatment. Throughout his entire career, he's been the ultimate company man. When fans turned on him and chanted "Cena sucks" for years, he kept showing up with a smile. When part-timers were getting main event spots, Cena never complained, he just worked harder. When WWE needed someone to put over new talent, Cena did it without hesitation. He made The Miz relevant. He elevated Bray Wyatt. He gave us classic matches with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens. This man has done everything WWE ever asked of him, and this is how they repay that loyalty. The backstage segments were somehow even worse. We got brief interactions with a couple of current roster members that felt completely scripted and devoid of genuine emotion. Where were the legends? Where were the guys Cena came up with? No Randy Orton for a final moment between two rivals who defined an era? No extended time with The Miz, the guy Cena helped legitimize? Nothing felt organic or meaningful. It all felt like corporate-mandated content designed to fill time rather than honor a legacy. Social media has been absolutely brutal to WWE over this, and rightfully so. Hashtags demanding better treatment for Cena have been trending worldwide. Former wrestlers are speaking out about how disappointed they are in the handling of this moment. Even casual fans who don't usually engage with wrestling discourse are expressing their frustration. This isn't just hardcores being difficult, this is a universal acknowledgement that WWE dropped the ball in spectacular fashion. What's your take? Should John Cena have gotten a full episode dedicated to his Raw farewell? Let me know in the comments. The thing that hurts the most is knowing that Cena deserved better and that this moment can never be recaptured. You only get one final Raw. You only get one last time at MSG on Monday nights. And WWE treated it like an afterthought, like just another checkbox on a corporate to-do list. Cena farewell segment, check. Now let's move on to the important stuff. This isn't just about one bad segment. This is about a pattern of WWE taking their legends for granted until it's too late. This is about a company so focused on their Netflix deal and international expansion that they've forgotten what made people fall in love with professional wrestling in the first place: moments. Real, emotional, significant moments that remind us why we invest our time and passion into this crazy world of sports entertainment. John Cena gave us 2 decades of those moments. The absolute least WWE could have done was give him one more. If you're as frustrated as I am about how this was handled, smash that like button, share this video, and let WWE know that we're paying attention. The fans deserve better, the legends deserve better, and John Cena